with me if you want to do the cam.
It's turbo time. KEM Strike available.
What's going on, Turbos, and welcome to yet another episode of how to get easy KEM strikes. And today we're going to be looking at Strikezone, specifically in this area. Now this strategy will work for your typical game modes like Domination, Blitz, TDM, and Free For All. However, you're going to have to be literally on your best game because Strikezone is one of those maps where you could either do bad or do good. And the spawn control is the most important thing. The spawns in this map are ridiculous and they will spawn behind you, so you've got to be alert. But we'll get into that later. If you're new to my channel, I do have a playlist featuring other maps on how to get easy KEM strikes and also a preferred KEM strike class setup for both team game modes and free-for-all scenarios. So check those out. Click the thumbnails on the screen or in the description, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips. So before anything else, let's go over the spawns. And knowing the spawns are a vital aspect to the strategy, so pay close attention. We have 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 2 in the courtyard. And also expect them to come out of the restaurant in terms of Domination or Blitz if you're holding down A and C. So what we're going to do is pretty simple. All you have to do is hold down the hot dog steps and the courtyard steps area depending on which game mode you're playing. So I'm giving you 2 options here. So if we were to play free for all, TDM, or Domination, this is the option I would go with. For Domination, your team needs to cap the A and C flags so you can take the enemies out while they come out of the restaurant. All I'm doing is staying at hot dog and head glitching the steps so that it makes it difficult for enemies to kill you. Then I'll quickly check the spawns I just showed you. Yes, they will spawn by hot dog, most likely in free for all, so always check your back every time you see someone die on your kill feed. This is important. And this is also the same for when someone dies in general. Keep an eye on the kill feed and then check every single spawn point. When enemies start to catch on to you, just rotate over to left or right of hot dog, but make sure to be aware of surroundings and campers who like to lay prone and wait for you. Typically they'll lay prone right where they spawn, especially in free for all, so check the spawns thoroughly. Now for Blitz, you will have to use a hybrid of holding down hot dog and courtyard. It just depends what side you're defending. For example, if you're defending the A flag, then you'd want to hold down hot dog. If you were defending the C flag, then you would hold down courtyard. So to hold down the courtyard for Blitz, we're going to be mostly spending time on the steps next to the beer stand and also keeping an eye to our left because enemies will head into the pro shop to try and score for Blitz, so make sure you keep an eye out. But you'd have teammates, so it'll be one less thing to worry about unless your team is complete garbage, then you'd want to focus on everything just in case. You'd also have to be mindful of the kitchen door and 2 lines of sight which lead to left and right hot dog. Basically all you have to do is pop out, kill enemies, retreat, check for enemies going into pro shop, and then repeat. If you sound whore with Amplify, it'll be a hell of a lot easier to determine when enemies are approaching. But be careful not to come out too far in front of beer because enemies will lean sometimes and you can get killed that way. Another thing I like to do in Blitz if we're defending the C flag area is to pass through the courtyard and flank them at hot dog. This is easy to do if they're noobs because they won't expect enemies to come from behind. Doing this will also force them to spawn in restaurant if there's enough of your teammates behind them, so you can then run option number 1. So that about wraps it up. Strikezone is one of those maps that everyone loves, but the spawns can really ruin your KEM streak. But if you control the spawns correctly and stay alert, you can get your KEM in any game mode. Play smart, slow your roll, do what it takes to survive, hide if you have to recover your health, and keep an eye on the kill feed. Now please take the time to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, that's always appreciated, and subscribe for more tips, and I'll see all my turbos in the next video. Peace.